Plaintiff Star Rivera is suing her former friend Angela DeSimone for breach of contract. Star says she did Angela a favor by claiming Angela's children on her taxes, and now that the IRS wants their money back, Angela won't talk to her. However, Angela says this was all Star's idea and she owes her nothing.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Jeanine Pirro presiding.
Hello, Jimmy.
Judge, how are you?
Good.
You may be seated.
All right, Star Rivera is suing Angela DeSimone for breach of contract. Are you still friends or are you former friends?
Former friends.
Makes it clear from the beginning. All right, why are you suing Angela, Star?
I met Angela last year at an event. We work at a staffing company because we work in the catering business. I've known her for a year now. I know her family. I know she has family problems, and I know she lives with her boyfriend. She asked me a couple of months ago to help her boyfriend to get into the real estate business. And I was unaware of the fact that he was not able to obtain his license because he has a criminal record. Earlier this year, she asked me to help her out by claiming her children on my taxes.
Run that by me again. Earlier this year, she asked me to help her out by claiming
her children on my taxes.
It's not true.
Hold on a second. Claiming, how is that helping her out?
Because whatever money would come in from the IRS check, she would get a portion of the money because it was her children, and then I would get a portion of the money.
No.
No?
No, Your Honor, if I may. I met Star in the first week of September of '07. We became friends over the phone only. We spoke numerous times. She talks a lot, so you can barely get a word in edgewise. But she did say that she talked about money a lot. She talked about the fact that she wanted to go to Cuba to have eye surgery done. She needed to go on vacations. And
how did you two meet?
We worked an event together.
What do you mean an event? What kind of event?
A catering event.
What do you do for the catering?
Service. We're cater waiters.
You're cater waiters. Okay, good. All right, so she's talking to you about normal stuff. She wants to go to Cuba, she wants to get surgery, she wants to do
Correct.
this, that. Okay.
And throughout some of our conversations, I mentioned to her that I was not claiming my children for this coming year. I wasn't filing taxes. And she volunteered.
You're not filing taxes?
No, I didn't make enough money that year to file taxes. So
Even
I wasn't
in the catering business?
Yeah, well, I had only done it through the last part of the year.
So how are you living?
Well, I have a fiance. We work things out together. I'm working more steadily now, but last year I wasn't.
So what is the amount of money that you say that you made that allows you to not file taxes?
On paper, $1,195.
$1,195?
No, 1,000. Yeah,
$1,195 is what
Correct.
you made for the whole year catering.
Correct.
And therefore you felt you didn't have to file a tax return.
No, I didn't have to file taxes because. Now I wasn't filing taxes because I.
But you've got these kids.
But I also right.
How many
yes,
kids do you have?
I have two
Angela?
children.
Two?
Yes.
How old are they?
10 and 7.
Okay. Tell me about the conversation you had with her about your two kids and deducting them.
Basically, I wasn't filing this year. She got excited. She jumped up. Well, I'll file with them. I need money. I have no problem with doing it. I told her there are risks, obviously there are risks because of it. She didn't care. So I gave her their information, and she was only supposed to check the procedures. We talked a few times after that, not about money or anything. And then next thing I know, she's calling me, telling me she got flagged by the IRS and she needs more information from my kids. I told her no. I was very upset with her because
what information did you give her about your
the Social
kids?
Security numbers.
You gave her Social Security numbers?
Correct.
Okay.
And then she wanted additional information.
Like what?
To try to, birth certificates, school letters, things of that nature, so that she could present them to the IRS to try to, I guess, get out of whatever trouble she had gotten into.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
And what was the agreement that when she deducted your children on her tax return, that you would then get a portion of the money that she got from the IRS?
During the initial conversation, it was a third. Yes.
A third. She get
Correct.
a third and you get 2/3?
Basically. But she never gave me any money.
She didn't give you any money?
She didn't give me any money. I never, we spoke a couple of times, a few times after that. And then when she called me and said she got flagged by the IRS and wanted more information, I was pissed. I was very upset because she never, I didn't hear anything else about it. So I didn't even know she had gone through with it. I gave her permission to get a, to see how the procedure worked, but I did not give her permission to file it.
Plaintiff Star Rivera is suing her former friend for money she owes the IRS after claiming the defendant's children on her taxes.
Let me ask you a question, Star. How did it first come up that you would take a deduction for the defendant's children on your tax return? What was the conversation?
Basically, people claim other people's kids all the time.
They do?
Well, in New York, they do. But
Really? Who do you know that does that?
I know other friends who do this.
Who?
I can't specify anybody's
Why?
name. Because
Why?
it's privacy.
Because of privacy? You know why? Because you know it's illegal.
It's illegal.
That's why you won't say who they are. And don't tell me that people do it all the time, deduct other people's kids. If you know someone who does, I want to know their names. Otherwise, take back the statement.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Yes, I will take back the statement. Okay, so basically, she asked me to claim the kids for her, like I said, because she wasn't filing her taxes and she wasn't going to let her boyfriend file them because they are not the father of the children. So
did it ever occur to you for a minute that even though you're not the father of the kids either and you're deducting her children, why wouldn't she let her boyfriend deduct them?
I understand, but however, I didn't know, I don't have any children, so I've never claimed anybody's children. I didn't
How
know
many tax returns have you done, Star?
I've done my tax returns every year.
Since when?
Since I've been working.
Okay. How much did you make last year in the catering business?
I have it here. I just don't remember off the top of my head. About 15,402.
Okay. And you worked with Angela. That's how you met her.
Absolutely.
Okay. And you worked more than 1 or 2 events with her.
Yes.
You worked a lot of events with her.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No, not a lot of events with her, but I do.
How many
work
events would you say she worked with you?
At least 2 or 3.
At least 2 or 3? Mm-hmm. All right. Was she available to work events?
As far as I knew, yes.
All right.
She couldn't have possibly known my availability, Your Honor.
Well, how did the 2 of you know each other? The 2 of you were working together.
Right,
Don't start with
exactly.
she didn't know anything about me. You're letting her deduct her.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't answer me. You are letting her deduct
I did not
your
let her.
children. How did you?
I
do
told her
not
to
fight
check the
with
procedure.
me. Do not fight
I'm
with
not
me.
fighting with you, and I apologize.
Stop it right now. I'm going to throw you out. Let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you what is going on in front of me. This is a tax fraud. You are both criminals. You gave her information for her to deduct your children on her tax returns because you're not filing, because you're not declaring all the money you're making. And you're giving her social security numbers and everything else. That is a federal crime. All right? And for you to come into this courtroom and have the unmitigated gall to sue her for the money is just shocking to me. Shocking. And don't tell me I didn't give her permission. You gave her the information and it was your idea. How does she even know you have kids?
No, it was not my idea. She knows I have kids because I speak about my kids very often.
You only worked with her twice, according to your own testimony.
I worked with her twice, but it was it was for a length of time. We worked together, but I speak about my children very often.
I am absolutely disgusted with the 2 of you. You are both criminals. And for both of you to come into this court is absolutely shocking to me. I don't even want to hear from your boyfriend because your boyfriend's going to get up and tell me some hogwash about how he wouldn't deduct your kids because you wanted her to deduct your kids. I'm not even going to hear it.
Defendant Angela DeSimone says it was the plaintiff's idea to claim her children on her taxes, so any money she owes the IRS is her own fault.
Right now, what we've got is a claim by you for what?
Okay, I asked basically what came out of what was owed was, I'm sorry. Basically, it came out to about 5,000. I'm sorry, give me my paperwork. What we got was $5,861, including fees and etc. Because I knew that we had to pay this money back, and I explained to her how it works, and I explained to her that the IRS is now checking up on everybody because they want to make sure that there is no identity theft going on.
No, it's not because they're concerned about identity theft. They're checking up because you're committing a fraud.
Okay, so basically, I don't have children, so I've never claimed anybody else's children. I don't know what goes on.
So if you don't have children, don't claim them on your tax returns.
Well, now I know from here on out. No,
Yeah.
I will never do it again. So basically, they said that we need to pay the money back. No problem. We have it was what they totaled was $5,861. I explained to her that's what it was, and they were asking for proof. They wanted birth certificates, which is what I told her. They wanted a school letter. They wanted a letter from her.
Do you know what you were doing? When you called her up, do you understand when you asked for the birth certificate and all the backup information, you are continuing the fraud? Do you not understand? How old are you?
I'm 27.
Do you not understand you're getting yourself in deeper? And I don't want to protect you. I don't want to defend you. I'm going to dismiss your case outright because you're asking me to enforce an illegal contract. You both belong in jail. Case dismissed.